sure it's plugged in, right? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Today, we're going to start off with these Block Life kits. These are some mini kits too. We're going to see, this is 220 pieces. The last kit we did had like 50, 60 pieces in it. This is 220, so that's going to be interesting. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Okay, that's just... But you know, it's better than like the other kits, which is like, we're just gonna give you 5 separate bags, and then they're just gonna pour them all out anyway. Yes. Series number 1, the sea turtle going in. And then, this is supposed to be the front for real, for real. There we go. Yep, mini blocks. And you can see those blocks are miniature. I think I'm rocking with these directions though, because if you look at the directions, there we go. Gotta get detail, letting everything's in there. Each piece. And I like how they do that. The separate ones. It stacks up to the diagram. I'm rocking with that. Hobby Lobby, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So I think this is like Hobby Lobby's product, own product. Put that bad boy right there. Put that right there, so people can see what we're making today. All right. Then get it right. Go ahead and separate the piezas. Cool. Good. Separate it. You know, they now separate the colors. It's a little easier. Somebody asked me, why don't you separate it by what type of pieces? And I'm like, well, then you have 14 piles because sometimes you only get one piece of that type. There we go. Start with my dark greens. Wait, I like green in there. That's another green. All right, so make sure all the green colors corrected. See, focus keeps readjusting, so let's go ahead and get that right a little bit. All right, I think we're good on that one. Boom. White, green. That should even make this easier. Go ahead and pull everything to one side. Yeah, I was watching this thing with this John Witherspoon interview. Actually, a couple of them earlier. Came out in 2018, 2019, right before he passed away. You know, that's my guy, John Witherspoon. Spoon was hilarious. Like I'd known him from a few movies and stuff like that. And Friday came out, and I was like, "Yo, this man is the funniest man on earth." The Wayans brothers. And it's like, oh snap, these are more movies. And then like I saw the last movie he did, which is really funny actually. He's just driving around his Mercedes wilding. And I was like, that seems like a party he would want. He's like, all I gotta do is sit in the car and then just say some lines. Um, and yeah, I was just thinking about like the continuity of that. And then somebody I know, I got his John Witherspoon T-shirt and like some mugs and a bunch of merchandise from his that his wife gave. Some friend of mine did a benefit for his wife, and she gave a bunch of stuff away. And so I got some John Witherspoon T-shirts and stuff like that, and that's really sweet. Got a mug. You know what I'm saying? You got to coordinate. You know, you got to coordinate mug. I was like, yo, I can't drink out of that mug until I got something to go with this mug. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna not coordinate with the mug. You know, so that's violating. That's big violating. Ooh, the thing about these is, and when they fall, they don't go far. But you gotta be careful because they will separate themselves. Actually, if I could just put that out right there, because we don't even really need that like that. Snack wrap bracelet. It tested. Yeah, I was just like, that is one of the funniest people of all time. Just the way he saw things, and I think sometimes the funniest people are people who see things the way that everybody sees them. Like they just bring it up, you know, like George Carlin hit everybody with that. You ever look at your watch? You know what time it is, like you know, like I think that's something neuroscientists should look at. Like, okay, go look at what all the funny people say about just the way that we think in our minds work. Because if we didn't have, if we didn't have the same experience, I don't think we would find it funny. You know, like sometimes people can tell a story that's funny and you didn't experience the same things, but you'll laugh at it because the instance of funny you can relate to that in a way. Something's just straight up comedic. Um, they're like jokes. There's something about the way the mind works with narrative and prediction. You know, like our minds are built to find patterns because we want to find relations between things. Uh, it's the same reason why we possibly have like superstition or stuff like that because you think about it, you evolving. You outside, you know what I'm saying? We outside, and you know, it's let's say there's a something like you hear something in some bushes. You out on the plains or something like that. You on the beach or something like that, or somewhere, and you hear something in some bushes, and you hanging out with some people. We like to keep it in groups as humans. And some people are like, well, I don't like being in groups. I'm like, yeah, well, not all human beings are exactly the same. You don't have to just instantly knee-jerk reaction. Or not me. It's like, oh wow, yes, you're an individual. Wow, you're so different than everybody else. Great. You still need oxygen. But um, and it's like something happens and then somebody gets scared and they might run or something like that. And then, you might laugh at them, but you might laugh at that person because, you know, it's funny because to you because what they expected wasn't there. And you know, they might laugh too, like, oh yeah, that was funny, I was tripping, it wasn't nothing there, but and you'll hear somebody be like, never be too safe. Like, you can never be too safe, you gotta watch out. And that person is true. That's right though. Like, you can't never be too safe because you think about it from an evolutionary standpoint, we outside, somebody hears something in some bushes, it's 3, 4, it's 3 of you, let's say it's two of the peoples, and you hear something, one of y'all run away, and it's nothing there. Oh well, nothing lost there, like that's not a problem. You laugh about it and you keep moving. But at the same time, can't remember like I focus like that, yeah. But at the same time, it might be because it's trying to lock in on my hands and with all the movement. But at the same time, you have another but you can also think about a situation where it's like, okay, we all kicking it. You hear something in some bushes, one person runs away. I'm saying your man's run, you stay there, but it's a you know the Pliocene era, stuff's different, animals are different. The world's full of monsters. If you want to be real with it, like if you went back in time, you'd be like, why is Earth full of monsters? This is not cool. So, you don't run. Your man's run, your other man stay there. Saber-tooth cat hop out, eat your partner. Now you running. You get back to the big group. You know what I'm saying? Get back to where you're staying at. You get back to the hood. Everybody like, what happened? Like, yo, shit. Remember yesterday when we said something? We heard something in the bushes and one on there. It was just the wind. It was like, yeah, like this time it wasn't the wind. Like, yo, where your man's at? Like, he where he's at? Yo, he got lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because it's safer to think that something's there and something not actually be there than for to play yourself and get to be lunch. Bam, bam. I get that around. Big lime green joints. This right here, this right here. And I do believe I lost a piece to in here. Yeah, black piece. I got this one. All right. Just try to keep these in the middle. Look at those down. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about these mini blocks the other day, like are they big enough? Because sometimes I'm like working with like blocks and stuff like that, and like I'm a taller guy, so I'm like 6'2", so like sometimes some things people are like, yo, can you do this? And I'm like, my hands are not gonna fit that. like, that is not gonna work for me. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Like I'm playing Nintendo Switch and I'm like, yo, I need this Pro controller because this regular controller, I'm about to crush this thing. I gotta put them on the sides of the Switch. That's what's gonna work for me. Now we can check these directions. Some people like to go through and look at all the parts and stuff like that and confirm them. I'm like, nah, I'm all good. Won't know if it's enough or not. But what it doesn't tell you is, so it doesn't have a list of. So this isn't the list of all the parts in the kit. This is just what you need for number one, for step one. So we got step 5. that's fine. All right. Oop, oop, doop, oop. Doop, doop. All right, cool. So let me see. One of them bad boys. We got one of these. Ooh, these are little. Two, what's 4x2s? Those right there. Yeah, I've never done one of these before. Four, 2, 3, and 4. That's almost all of them. So it was like, yo, man, maybe you should get little cups for those. And I'm like, yeah, but it makes it harder to find the pieces that you want. It makes it hard to find the pieces that you want. You got them. Now you hear this dig around in the cup, and you're like, is this it? Is this it? Is this it? Actually, this one. And that one isn't over there. Yeah, I think that's it. And then there's let me see, and then 2, 4, 5 of these 13. Yeah. So there we go. 3, 4, 5. This is part. Yeah. And 2 of these bad boys right here. Not that one. 2 of these. Let me make sure that's 3 by 1. 3 by 1, yeah. There we go. 3 by 1. Five of them joints, 2 3 by 1. 2 little white 3 by 1s, and I think they'll give you 2 of these anyway. One 2 by 3, 1 2 by 2. I saw that bad boy earlier. That's why sometimes when they're upside down, I'm like, upside down is better. 4 of the Eldricks. There's 4 Elbricks. 4 white Elbricks. And then there's that 2 by 1, and then 1 green one 2 by 1. But then 6 white 2 by 1. That's 2, 4, 6. That should have us. And I think all of these, are going to build. Yeah, like our base. So all those are going to go base out. All those build the base. Cool. So the base is built by all those. Then and it's just going to show you the joints. So you just got to kind of look at it like, okay. I like the thing in the directions, but what I don't like is how they set them up. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't even remember Legos having directions like that either. You know, like I sincerely do not remember Legos. I'm thinking about it, I'm like, why remember Legos having? I know they do with certain kits, but like I'm not a big kit person because I think it kind of takes away the imagination of Legos. It kind of takes away from the imagination of Legos. And like one time I saw a bucket of Legos. So I think it's gonna go like this. You take one of these. They make this hard intentionally more difficult. Now we go. This one's gonna face. Actually, no, I'm gonna set it in orientation to the kit. This one goes like this, and this one comes in like this. Ooh, they aren't playing. See, they calling it brick life, but the packaging says block life. Yeah, it makes more sense. So that one goes that way. That one goes that way. And then these might be the worst directions. Mm-hmm. And then I think, yeah, next to that one goes. They tell me you got 4-piece. This one right here. Right there. And I know they over here. Alright, and what's right here? Another one of these joints. They gonna be hitting. Bam! And then no. Let's see. This one goes here. This one goes here. And I need 3x3 going. So this one's gonna go here. Go there. If I put this one here, and then another one of these right here. So it tells me is there a 4 joint in there? Oh, it's 4 across. Yeah, my bad. Had to get my magnifying glass. So about that, I had to get my magnifying glass. Yeah, my sister got me a magnifying glass the other day. Talking about magnifying glasses, having a magnifying glass, because these folks were trying to save money on paper. All right. Okay, so it's off there by 3. So bam, bam, bam. There we go. These other pieces are ready. This here, this here, this one here, this here. 4x4. And 3x3. There we go. You can drop in this one. There we go. That's there. Then the really long one goes coming up, and then those two. So these two do this. 2 super long ones. I like this magnifying glass because it's in a soft case. So when you close it, when you open it, it cleans the glass off. Right now, I'm gonna come down 1, 2, 3, and then drop on the L shape. 1, 2, 3 on the long ones. And then face upwards. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Oh, snap. There we go. And then this one goes here. These are buttress up against it here. That one turns right here, and then that one. Now, some short ones go here. Might be like a pencil or something. Move these around. Threes. Line up with this. Threes line up with that. Then you go space out. Okay, and put the fours on. So you can have a little space between them. Bam, bam. And then move another four if you go down one. So stagger them. Then there's another space. Then the second to last one, you'll put twos on it. So like right here. Yeah, kind of close that up. And right here. And another two. Right here. And a two right here. And up against those, you place these. Yeah. Right there. And right there. And we're going to use the rest of these right now. So those are going to get hit. Right here. Wham. And then there. Mm-hmm. And then stack these on top of those. So it's going to be this. And that is step one. All right, step two. We're going to need some 4x4x4. We're going to need a 4x4. We're going to need we're going to need a 2x4. We're going to need a 1x4. We need one 2x4. We need 5 1x4s. Watch this. It's right there. It's right there in your hand. All right, 5 of these bad boys. One of these. 5 of those. 13 2x3s. Yeah. So 10, 2, and 3. love these 4T shapes. This is our Tetris pieces. Yeah, T-shape in the 40s, bad boys. Four 1x3s. So 6 of the little shapes. Four. There we go. 6. 6 L shapes. 5 1x2s. 2, 3. 4. 5. 3D Tetris. See, that's something you do Tetris where you build something. It's like that, 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 that. And then 2 of the 1x1s. All righty. Now let's go to the last direction. It's number 2. We're basically going to cover that and make that. Now I'm trying to see if we go up a level or are we building out on it or what? Because this is not. Yeah, we're going to go up a level. So. These folks playing. Because you can't see the lower level, so you don't know where you're starting at. Okay. Let's start, I guess, in the back. So we're going to go. Wait a minute. Yeah. Let's start up here. I'm trying to get things more. Oh, shit. Ooh. Now remember, these are super small, so don't twist on me. Oh, I can tell I'm not going to like this. I can already tell. We're going to get through it, though. We're going to make it. I'm ready. The 4 going across to the neck. So 4. Oh, come the fuck on. Oh, they knew they was on some bullshit when they designed this thing. They knew they would see the thing. That's what you be getting wrong. Like the directions. See, that's what we've been seeing over the last few hits. Like it's like the directions. you see the directions, you be like, no, these directions don't make no sense. And then you start doing it, you're like, oh, yeah, these directions make perfect sense. They don't know what they're doing over there. You get to come back and reference this. Oh, this is whack. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I want to talk about stuff on the stream too, but I'm like, shit, I gotta read these directions. Put that one as piece. Wow. Knock that one in right there. Oh, come on. Don't even worry about it. Keep pushing. Like, this is one of those kits where you're like, yo, this is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to matter. You're going to have to grind through it. I don't even know where I am right now in this thing, but okay. Come back to here. This piece goes here. This goes here. And I gotta come up here. I'm gonna come in here and get it because this one front piece is where the head's gonna be anyway, so might as well lock that down. So a 2x3 and a 1x3. Yeah, we'll start from the neck up. We connect. Yeah, we have 1, 2 coming off there. That's what 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so right where this piece meets right. All right. So it's 1. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're in 3 by 2, yeah. 2 2x3s and 1x3. 2 2x3s, 1x3. The 1x3 is gonna go. That's a 2x3. We're gonna come back 1, 2, 3. This one connects these two. And they tight. And drop that one right there. And watch the side, they will slide on you. And then put that in. See how they do? Alrighty. And then, see, they'll dance on you, they'll skate on you. And then a 1, 2 and a 1, 2. But I think they're gonna hang off, maybe? No, it goes before the neck starts, because the neck is no, the neck is 3 long, so it should be it's gonna hang off. So this is gonna go right here. And then this one right here. No wait. This one right here. Hey, okay. And then this is where you get the T pieces. Yeah. Because they're gonna come off. They're gonna hang off also. So you get one of these. And we're gonna face down. I'm just trying to make way up to the where I can get the head on there, but put this right here. All right. Then in the middle of that, you're gonna drop a 3x3, and then you need 3 2x3s. Okay. Want me to 1x3? Right here in the middle. And then I'm talking about some 3 2x3. So this one goes in the middle. And see, they keep only keeping them linked up by 1. Let me put 1 here. This end. Yep, let me take the T pieces. This time they're gonna face up. Wait, there we go. And then this one goes here. Dang it. Okay, now we're good. And then this L piece goes here. That hurt, but it's all good. There we go. Turn this one. It drops down on top of this. And this one goes here. Because I think you're going to put a 2x1 in the middle. Well, I mean, 1x2 in the middle. There we go. And then, yeah, you can do 1x2 right here in the middle. Yeah, so they got you going like a bunch of little blocks. Which you can see right there in the middle. Bunch of itty bitty blocks. Hold on. Oop. Boop. That's just that part. Okay. But we good. But maybe we're better. And then that 3x3 going across. Now we can bring in the other parts, I think. So the 2s, let me see. 2x1 is the closest to this side. And then there's a 2 and a 4. So these should be like, I think this is going to go pop down here like this. That looks about right. And then we go back to the reference. We're at 3x3, so then we're going to have to stagger this one off of there and stagger that one off of there. And you use a 4 coming across the top of those and the bottom of that 4. There we go, these bad boys. That's too far over. There we go. Let me slide that in right there. Yeah, that's better. And then for the other staggered piece, that connects with an L brick. Told you I'll be careful. These things are tight. See? Bam. But that's strong though, because it's supposed to be flush with that. Yeah, okay. Flush with that. We're good. That's actually the end of that part right there. So I get to here. One of the white pieces. I'll put a 4 right there. And to close out this white part, it's supposed to be this one right here. So to connect this 4, I'll use a go across from the top of this. So 4, staggered 4, 3, 4, 4, staggered 4, 3, 3. Two, 4. It's not supposed to cross over there. That's dumb. Okay. What am I supposed to connect this to? Okay, look. That's a 1, 6 by 6 piece there. There's gonna be a space and a 2 by 2. In the middle of that 2 by 2, so I think they want this green piece right here. Screw that. There's one green piece over here further down, which don't make no sense because this won't connect now. This is just floating in space. So you're back here again. Coming off the 3 joint, I come down 1, 2, 3. This is supposed to be right here. Yeah, it goes straight into the side of that because it's supposed to be two slots in here. Now it's supposed to be two blank spaces. 1, 2. That's two blank spaces. Then you got this right here, staying right here. And then I want you to move down 1 when you stagger it. This green piece. That's hard body right there. That's a lot of work. Right? There's supposed to be two blank spaces right there. Okay, so 4, because the fourth one pushes up right against this. All right. Keep those two blank spaces. So those two blank spaces are real important right there. Get that going across. I guess we go. No, it's supposed to be 1 down. But it's 1 down. It's supposed to drop in. The back of that block is supposed to be. No, it's a 35. So connected like that. Ow, there we go. Now to fill in that space, it's a go to the reference on number 1. Green area. This is where the 4 goes in, right here. Okay. And then the L shape begins. And 2 by 2 goes like that. To close that out. No. This one's here. That one's there. That one's there. This one's here. And then this goes right here. No. This one staggers down 1 to here. 4. And then this piece goes right here to connect these two. And then yeah, that's piece, that piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna move up 1, that's gonna move up 1. I can't move them up 1 because that's gonna be the whole thing, right? So, oh well. Looks like there's something to do. There we go. See that now it's kind of hitting a little bit better. Now it's supposed to be a 3, 1 by 3 right here. And with that L shape getting blocked off by this, I need to find, because it's gonna go like that, right? Nope. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That. 2 by 2, 2 by 2, and that. 2 by 2. And then 2 by 2. And 2 by 4. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2 by 2, 2 by 2. 2x4. Yeah. All right. That's a good stopping place, guys. I'm gonna look at these directions real quick. Maybe I can want this trial run real quick. I'll let you guys know.